Tao is one of the highest hitting characters in Genshin Impact, and I'm going to show you how you can do massive damage with 5 different builds and weapon choices starting right now. The most important thing to notice about Tao is that being pyro and with unique skill abilities that enables her attack distribution to be gained, which is different from other characters, you first need to understand her playstyle. Tao's E skill enables her skills to do pyro and also increases her attack based on her max HP. The skill is going to be Tao's bread and butter, as when you use this skill, Tao has a chance to have her HP below 50%, and while you do pyro infused charge attacks to the enemies and they take continuous blood blossom damage over time, you can quickly use the Q skill while under 50% HP to do maximum damage. Switching to other cryo character to apply cryo effect, then switching back to enable melt with Q skill will enable insane damage, as Tao shows us that she's the new queen in town without any side effects. While this skill has a chance to compete with Child's Burst, Tao has to be one of the most interesting characters in the game so far. And as your Tao run out of the E skill state, you can switch to your other main carries and have them have extra 12% crit rate, making Tao a main carry and a boss support. Oh, come on! Woo! Tao came home? Hey, what's up?
Toodaloo.
I just got Tao 3 hours ago, and right now my Tao is at level 89. For the weapons, I'm gonna use Deathmatch to showcase all the builds. Although Black Clip's gonna do a lot more damage, I'm just gonna use Deathmatch to show you guys the numbers. It's Refinement rank 2. Constellation, absolutely 0 Constellation. For the talents, 8 on the normal and charge attacks, 7 on the E skill, and 9 on the Q skill. For the artifacts, I'm gonna be showcasing 4-piece Crimson set, 2-piece Wonders and 2-piece Crimson set, 2-piece Gladiator and 2-piece Crimson set, 2-piece Noblesse and 2-piece Crimson set, and finally the 4-piece Bloodstained set. For the 4-piece Crimson Witch Flame set, for the feather I have attack, crit rate, and crit damage on it. For the flower, HP with attack percent, crit damage, and recharge on it. For the hourglass, HP percent with crit rate on it. For the cup, pyro damage bonus with HP percent, crit rate on it. And for the hat, crit damage with HP percent and HP on it. Just to let you guys know, I have another one with flat HP. HP percent is gonna give you way more HP. Just gonna let you guys know that beforehand. And for the attributes here, crit rate at 69.8%, crit damage at 189.5%. For the damage showcase for each of these builds, I'm gonna have a set team. I'm gonna use Ling in my team, and it's gonna increase 25% attack. I'm gonna have Ganyu, and that way I can proc Melt to show you the damage for the burst. And I'm gonna have Tartaglia to give extra 1 talent increase on the normal and charge attack. And for the damage showcase, I'm just gonna go here on the Dance of Steel dungeon here. And for Tao, it's very critical for you to stay below 50% HP so you can get that extra 33% pyro damage bonus. And that extra 33% pyro damage bonus, it's like kind of like replenishment of not getting the full 3 stack of the Crimson Witch set. You're obviously only gonna get 1 stack of the Crimson Witch because the E cooldown is so long. Let's show you guys charge attack damage real quick. So 18,000 damage, right? That was because there was only 1 enemy nearby. Hold on. It has to be 18,229, okay. And I'm gonna show you the number for the burst. So
All hail. See? Higher, hands on fire.
so it's about 100,000 damage, right? Now I'm gonna use 2-piece Gladiator with 2-piece Crimson. For the feather, I'm gonna have crit damage and a lot of HP percent. And for the hat, crit damage with a lot of HP percent here. So I'm getting additional 24% HP percent. And for the attribute, max HP went up to 33,000. With the Crimson, I had 31,000. But I'm gonna miss out on the 4-piece Crimson set. And I did get some elemental mastery rolls with the 58. So it's gonna have 11.1% increase vaporize and melt damage. Crit rate is sitting at 62. More crit damage at 197.2%.
Toodaloo.
19,000 damage. You guys saw that?
Go.
So it's more damage, right? 1,000 more damage. 19,000 damage. Okay, I'm gonna use the burst at the same location I did with the Crimson set.
Blaze over.
We'll do this. The E.
Lots over.
Okay, so the burst number for the 2-piece Gladiator was 110,000. Now I'm gonna show you Wondrous Troop 2-piece and the Crimson Witch set here. For the feather, I have attack with crit rate and a lot of crit damage. For the flower, I'm gonna use HP with crit damage and crit rate on it. The Hourglass, the Witch set that you guys saw already, Pyro damage bonus, you already saw that. And the crit damage had the Flame set with the HP percent and HP on it. And it's gonna be 31,000 HP. And for the attributes here, if you look at it, 99 elemental mastery, so I'm gonna have 18% increased damage with the melt and vaporize. What do we have here? 78.7% crit rate. Now, because I got a lot of really good crit rate rolls on the Wondrous Troop set, right here in this situation, I should be going for the Black Cliff Hole weapon instead of using Deathmatch. But for the sake of numbers, I'm just going to use Deathmatch, and sitting at 193.3% crit damage. Use the E real quick. So 17,000 damage with the charge attack. Burst skill at the same location with the 2-piece Wonder and 2-piece Crimson set. To the E.
Time to go.
So 100,000, about the same as the Crimson Witch set. Okay, now I'm gonna show you guys 2-piece Noblesse with 2-piece Crimson set. For the feather here, I'm gonna use the same piece that I've been using this whole time. Same piece with the flower here. Now for the crit damage helm, it's gonna be crit damage with energy recharge, a lot of energy recharge and HP percent. Now this is a pretty good piece. And for the sands, crit rate with elemental mastery. Now elemental mastery is gonna be really good because of the melt damage that's gonna increase as she gonna proc it with the Q. It's gonna show higher numbers. And for the cup, same piece, around 31,000, about the same as the other sets. And for the attributes, 42 on the elemental mastery, getting 8% melt increase, 69% crit rate, and crit damage at 189%.
Another test subject.
So 17,000, almost 18,000 damage, but let's see if the burst is gonna do more damage with the 2-piece Noblesse
Another
set.
test subject.
So use the burst, use the futile, use the E, and now use the Q. 100,000, about the same as the other sets. So just because you have the 2-piece Noblesse getting the extra 20% doesn't mean you're gonna do more damage. Obviously, what's gonna matter more is going to be substat rolls on your artifacts. So if you look at all the pieces that we've seen so far, and for the best damage scenario for me, for my build with the Futile, number 1 was the 2-piece Gladiator set. And the reason why this did so much more damage, it's not much more damage, but it was the most out of all the builds, all the artifact builds so far, is because of the HP percent. And because of the HP percent, that's why the damage increased. So having HP percent is gonna be vital for Futile. And now if you looked at the other Wondrous Troop set, obviously if I have, you know, the Black Clip weapon, it's gonna do way more damage. So it's really gonna depend on what sets you have, what substat rolls you have. 4-piece Crimson doesn't mean that it's gonna do the most damage. What is gonna do the most damage is going to be what substat rolls you have on your artifacts. And the main thing you want to go for or look for in your artifact cases are going to be HP percent, crit damage, and crit rate. And if you get elemental mastery, that's going to increase melt damage and vaporize damage. So those are the key things that you want to look for in your artifacts. And so you want to go for any of these sets that I showed you guys. And Whatever substat rolls you have the most on or the best on is gonna do the most damage. Now you can go for the Lava Walker set too. If you have really good rolls on your Lava Walker set, then go for it. I'm not saying that this is a bad set because you're not gonna be doing elemental reaction all the time. And when you're using her as a main DPS and you're not looking to, or sometimes when you're not doing elemental reaction, Lava Walker is gonna be a pretty good set as well.
This is long overdue. Time to go. Win it. All hail. Rex Lapis, I am sorry.